Concerns that the river's water level is so low that ISIS fighters can just walk across and launch attacks.
That's after ISIS militants, they shut off the gates of the Ramadi Dam. This new strategy presenting a major security and humanitarian threat.
And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. For they are the spirits of devils, working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of God Almighty. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame. And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon.
This low water in a riverbed in Ramadi is an attack. ISIS has closed off a dam north of the city, water the ultimate weapon in this blistering desert.
There is this belief of if you control the water, you can control your enemy, which in that part of the world is basically true.
Controlling the dam, cutting the water flow, cuts supply to pro-government towns downstream, making it easier for ISIS to attack and crops to die, local officials say. The dry riverbed also providing a potential route to attack those pro-government towns. Civilians have been on the run since ISIS seized Ramadi last month. Water, not the only battlefield tactic. Massive IEDs inside heavy armored vehicles helped win Ramadi, the U.S. expecting more of them, rushing new anti-armor weapons to Iraqi forces. For its part, the State Department defending Tony Blinken, the number 2 official, for publicly suggesting 10,000 ISIS fighters had been killed by airstrikes, saying it's a sign ISIS is under pressure.
It's never good to have someone who's in the State Department talking about the effects of combat operations, and that's what that was. There is no military person in the world that will support a body count as an indicator of success.
So what mistake is ISIS doing apart from its obvious terrorism? And what Sheikh Imran Hussein is correct about is that they have weapons from the West, and the West is arming them, and most likely Israel is arming them as well, because I have said on many occasions they have never lobbed a grenade over the border into Israel. Instead, they are killing Muslims. But theologically, what mistake is ISIS making? They are becoming like the Jabariya. They believe they will bring about the end of times, because what they believe, what is going on now, they believe this is a malhama, al-malhamatul kubra, the major Armageddon taking place. So they inculcate into their followers that we will bring about the end of times by bringing down the river levels, by controlling the dam. The dam keeps the water at bay, and certain parts of the river, the water depletes or the water levels go down. Like this, they believe they are bringing in the end of time. So this mindset is also found in ISIS, who believe their actions will bring in the end of times, like the Black Banner methodology or the Black Banner mindset. Certain groups will carry black banners in order to fulfill the prophecy that a group of black banners shall travel from Khurasan, which is eastern Iran and western Afghanistan, those regions. A group of people with black banners shall march, and they shall place those black banners in Al-Quds. So what happens is groups with black banners appear and say, we are that group. Well, if you are that group, then place the flags in Al-Quds. Not a single group to this day has placed the flags in Al-Quds, in Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa, so people can say that this in fact is the group of the black banners. Therefore, this mentality is becoming very rife amongst certain Muslim groups. It is rife amongst Shia, the 12 Shia like Abdullah Hashim, who is a former 12 Shia and now has joined Ahmad al-Hassan cult. It is rife amongst certain Sufi groups, that certain Sufi groups will hold the view that their Shaykh is Al-Imam al-Mahdi, or when their Shaykh makes a prediction of Al-Imam al-Mahdi to appear, they believe it shall happen. And it is also rife amongst Salafi groups. How is it rife amongst Salafis, meaning pseudo-Salafis? You have Juhayman al-Utaybi, the person who in 1979, what did he do? He took hold of, they took weapons and they took over the sanctuary in Makkah al-Mukarramah, the holy masjid, by force, proclaiming that Al-Imam al-Mahdi shall appear. Read the book on, there are a few books on Juhayman al-Utaybi. You can watch documentaries on him also. But they also had an apocalyptic approach like Christian groups. Like Christian groups in Texas, the Branch Davidian, you had the Branch Davidian, what did they do? They believed the end of times is coming and they took hold of weapons. And then the authorities had to raid the ranch, and the ranch in 1993, and the ranch went on to fire, and then hundreds of people died. The signs of the end of times will occur when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills for them to occur. We do not have a fatalist view that they will, if they do not occur, we become frustrated, or we have an apocalyptic mindset